Hi guys, it's your girl here, AlanahK, and today I'm going to show you some simple yoga poses that you can do from home. But first, I want to begin with a grounding technique. So I'm going to ask you to take a seat on your yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, then a blanket, the floor, just somewhere comfy. You can even do this from your bed if you like. All right. Now, once you're seated, I want you to just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw muscles, release any tension in your face, relax your eyelids, keep your eyes closed, release your arms, release your fingers. If you're sitting down, place your hands on your palms on your knees. Release your fingers. Release your tops of your thighs and the backs of your thighs. Release your core. No one is watching. Let it go. Release your knees, your shins, the tops of your foot, the bottom of your foot, and your toes. Just begin to relax and release and allow the earth to hold you or your bed. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And as you continue to inhale and exhale, let's begin to go inward. Now pay attention to where your breath is coming from. Is it coming from your stomach? Is it coming from your rib cage? Or is it coming from your chest? Now just pay attention. No need for judgment. Now we're gonna begin with a 3-part breathing. So as you inhale from your stomach, let it rise to your rib cage and upward towards your chest. And as you exhale, stomach, rib cage, and chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now continue to breathe and be mindful. 3-part breath work is just to ensure that you're breathing fully and deeply. Good job. Now, before we begin, I'd like to set an intention for today's class. My intention for today is to remember my breath and to stay grounded. You feel free to set an intention while your eyes are closed. It can be whatever you like to complete this video from beginning to end, to focus on your breath, to learn a new pose, whatever it may be. Now inhale to set your intention and exhale to release anything that no longer serves you while we're gonna practice on today's mat. Inhale, manifest that intention, and exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. One more time. Inhale, manifesting your intention that you set for today. And slowly exhale, releasing the things that no longer serve you. Slowly begin to open your eyes. I'm still here. Okay, now we'll begin on our mat, so let me go. So come on all fours. We're gonna begin with cat-cow. Cat-cow is you're making sure that your shoulders are aligned with your wrist, and also making sure the tops of your feet are pressed firmly into your mat. And then we're gonna inhale, reach your heart forward, lowering your spine, sending your bum up to the air, and then exhale to reach your spine upward and pressing the earth down into your palms, your shins, and the tops of your foot. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. So go ahead and do that for a couple more breaths. Inhaling and exhale. And be sure as you're doing this, you're matching your breath with movement. And if you hear any sounds, because a lot of us are working from home, I'm working from an office, but if you begin to hear any sounds, ignore them. Acknowledge them, of course, but let them go. Don't let it deter you from your practice. Again, inhale for cow and exhale for cat. So you'll take a pause. And you can stay where you are, or you can, come and sit here on the tops of your feet. But just a reminder before I begin, you'll begin to hear sounds, ambulances, maybe your neighbors, maybe the kids in the next room, maybe the TV, maybe the phone begins to ring. That is okay. Just remember that with practice comes progression. So when you first start practicing yoga or meditation, sometimes it doesn't feel like you're completely in the moment, and that is okay as long as you come back to it and keep trying. Okay, next pose. First pose was cat cow. Now the next pose we're gonna come into, I'm gonna ask you to lay down on your back. Bend your knees. Now place your left ankle on your right knee. And this is a great hip opener. So I'll show you from a different angle. From the front, laying back, keeping your knees at a bend, and placing your left ankle on your knee. And let me show you again from a side angle. And if you like, you can extend your leg, or you can interlace your left and your right palm behind your right thigh. Pull your thigh in closer to your chest. And then if you like, you can extend your leg. But keep your shoulders on the mat. I just want to make sure you know that I'm still here with you. Now, if you've decided to interlace your hands, first let down your leg, then let go of the interlace. Bring your foot back on the floor, on the mat, or on the bed, and then release your left leg. Now, we'll do the same thing on the other side, okay? So this is called supine spine pigeon pose, okay? So we'll do the same thing, but this time we'll do it on our right leg. So laying back, having a bend to your knees, and placing your right ankle on your left knee, like it's literally like the top, the ends of your thighs, the knee, not directly on the knee, but like right below it. And again, but before we begin, sometimes what you do on one side can feel completely different on the other side. That is okay. Honor it, acknowledge it, and let it go. If you'd like to try, you can interlace your left and your right palm behind your left thigh and pulling gently your left thigh closer towards your chest. This just opens your right hip up a little bit more. And again, seeing if it feels good on this side to extend your left leg into the air. Feels good on this side for me. How about you? Are you breathing? Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now you can release this leg, release the interlacing of your hands, and place your floor. That's the second pose for today. Now I'll give you one more pose. I think you'll like this one. Now this pose, I need you to stand up. I want to give you 3 different options. The first pose was cat-cow, kind of being on the mat, but still having body parts touching the ground. The second one was supine pigeon pose. That allowed you to be on your back. And now I'll show you one standing. So I'm giving you 3 different options. Come on. There you are. Are you ready? Okay. Now I want you to inhale, lift your arms up as if you're reaching towards the ceiling, your fingertips, and release. Now do this while closing your eyes and make sure you're matching your breath to your movement. So the length of your inhale should match with the rise of your arms. And as you're releasing your arms and releasing your breath, it matches. So watch me. Inhale. Now continue to do this at your own pace. So even if you begin to fall off track, meaning if you're not at the same pace I am, that is okay. And if you begin to hear any noises, acknowledge them and let them go. Now on your next exhale, bring your palms to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. And Anjali Mudra is just a hand motion, a pose that you do with your hand. Anjali Mudra, bringing your palms together, and you can bring your thumbs to your sternum, your chest, and just begin to inhale and exhale. Checking in with your breath. Remember how we started at the beginning with the breath work technique, pranayama? Now where are you breathing from so far? Are you breathing from your chest, your rib cage, your chest? Are you breathing fast? Are you breathing slow? Does the length of your inhales match the length of your exhales? So again, no need to judge, just checking in. Okay. Are you ready for the next pose? Okay, this one is my favorite, guys. This is tree pose. So I'm going to end this video with a balance pose, because why not? We have all the time in the world. So while you're home, this is something that you can practice every day. Maybe you can even start your own challenge, a balance challenge, to see how every day, gradually, with practice, you can begin to get better on either your right side or your left side. So before we begin, make sure your feet are grounded. So I'm gonna lower the video so you can see my feet. So see how I lift up my toes and place them back on the mat? So if you are in your bed, you're gonna have to get out of your bed. Come on to the ground, and preferably do this on your mat. If your floor is wood, take your socks off, and even if you're on your mat, take your socks off, just to ensure that you get the best grip and so you won't injure yourself. So grounding your feet, your big toe, your pinky toe, and the heel of your foot, and the center of your foot. Okay. Inhale, exhale, and now I want you to find a point, something in your home, somewhere in your space, your office, that's in front of you, something that you can stare at, but something that's not moving. And don't stare at me. Okay, now that you found your staring point, I want you to ground yourself again. Bring your palms together to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. And now I would like you to start shifting your weight to your left foot. So we're gonna begin with our right foot. So slowly begin to lift up your right leg. So have a bend in your knee. Yeah. And you could stay here if you like. And And just really make sure as you're doing this, you're breathing and engaging your core. So sucking in your belly button to your rib cage. Now, this is a very intense pose because as you're doing this, you're sucking in your core, engaging your belly button to your spine, and you're lifting your crown up towards the ceiling. Yeah, you feel it in your left foot? If you like, you can begin to place your, let me move back so you can see. You can place the heel of your foot on your ankle. This is another variation of tree pose. Or you can place the tops of the bottom of your foot on your calf. And so again, remembering to breathe. And remembering to engage your core. And remember, you're lifting your crown, the top of your head, up towards the ceiling. Now, if you like, you can stay here because this is very intense, or you can keep your foot, your toes on the mat, and the heel of your foot, on your ankle or a little bit above your ankle. Just remember to see how it feels in your body. So don't try to mimic me. I'm just giving you different options. And remember to breathe. If you like an extra challenge, you can actually extend your arms overhead and really engage your core and lift the crown up towards the ceiling, and making sure that your hips are squared so that your knee is not coming in front of you, but that you're trying to open your hips. Now, if you've extended your arm, release, come back to Anjali Mudra, and wherever your foot is, come back to center, release. There you go. You did it. Now that was on right side. Now just check in, see how you feel. Do you notice any differences on your left side compared to your right side? All right, shake it out. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side. So begin again by grounding your feet into the mat or your floor. Find your focus point. Again, not me. I don't want you to fall. Place your palms together at your heart center. This is called Anjali Mudra prayer pose. Begin to shift your weight to your right foot, your right leg, your right side. Inhale, lift your leg, your left leg, and have a bend at the knee. Now, this is the first variation of tree pose, and I invite you to stay here if you like, and honoring and remembering that sometimes what you do on one side of the body can feel completely different on the other side. Again, if you like, placing your toes on the mat and the heel of your foot either on your ankle, a little bit above your ankle, or I invite you to placing the bottom of your foot on your calf, and remembering to try to center your hips, so not allowing your body to sway over to the left, but really grounding your weight into your right foot and really turning your hips forward and opening your hips. And if you like, wherever you are, you can choose to extend your arms up overhead and really engage your core, and reaching your head, the crown, towards the ceiling, and breathing. This is fun. And if you fall, it's okay. Get back up and try again. This is a fun balance pose. Now, wherever you are, bring your palms back to heart center. Bring your knee back to center and release. Inhale your arms up. Release. Inhale your arms upward. Release. Yeah. Just get the juices flowing. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Again, the poses that we did today, we began with cat-cow. Then we shifted over, and what did we do? Supine pigeon pose. Then we also came into standing Tadasana. So if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to drop me some suggestions, comments below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.